Have you ever felt like you have 100 things to do but no idea where to start? That's exactly the problem. David Allen's book, Getting Things Done, The Art of Stress-Free Productivity, is here to solve. This is a direct, straightforward audiobook summary designed to fit the complete book into a bite-sized format under 15 minutes. I pulled the most important key takeaways from this book and have them here, clear and ready to go. If you like this kind of content, make sure to like the video and subscribe to Audiobook Focus for more simplified book summaries each day. Let's not waste any time and dive right in. And remember, stay with me until the end, where I'll share the 5 main takeaways from the book and how you can start using them right now. David Allen's system is built around one core idea. Your brain is for having ideas, not holding them. Most people walk around with too much on their mind. They try to keep track of to-dos, deadlines, errands, emails, and random thoughts all in their head. The result? Stress, forgetfulness, and a constant feeling of being overwhelmed. The first step to getting things done is to get everything out of your head. Every single idea, task, or commitment needs to be captured in a place you trust, whether it's a notebook, app, or calendar. Once it's captured, your mind can finally relax. This is what Allen calls the collection process. Imagine your mind like a desk. If it's cluttered with loose papers, you can't focus. But if you gather everything into an inbox, you can start processing it. The second step is to clarify. Ask yourself, what is this item? Is it actionable? If it isn't, you can trash it, file it for reference, or incubate it for later. If it is actionable, decide the next step, not the entire project, just the very next physical action. This shift to thinking in next actions is powerful. It takes your mental energy out of the clouds and grounds it in movement. For example, let's say you need to get your car repaired. The project is fix the car, but the next action might be call the auto shop to schedule an appointment. That's simple, doable, and gets the wheels in motion. Allen teaches us to break down all our projects into these next actions. When you get used to thinking this way, your life becomes a chain of small steps instead of a mountain of anxiety. After collecting and clarifying, the next step is to organize. You place your next actions where they belong. That could be in a to-do list, a calendar if it's time-specific, or a project list if it has multiple steps. You also track anything you're waiting on from others in a waiting for list, so nothing slips through the cracks. What's brilliant about this system is how it mirrors how your mind wants to work. You stop wasting energy trying to remember everything and instead focus on doing. Allen emphasizes the importance of reviewing your system regularly. Once a week, you sit down and go through all your lists. You clear out old tasks, update new ones, and make sure you're still on track. This review creates clarity and builds trust. Your brain starts to relax because it knows there's a system in place. Another key part of Allen's system is the context-based list. Instead of one giant to-do list, you separate tasks by where and how they can be done. So you have a list for calls, a list for errands, a list for at-home tasks, and so on. That way, when you're in a certain place or have a specific tool available, you can jump right into the right list. No more scanning through irrelevant tasks. Let's also talk about Allen's idea of the 2-minute rule. If something will take less than 2 minutes to do, just do it immediately. This clears your list, builds momentum, and stops small things from piling up. It's a productivity hack that feels deceptively simple, but is incredibly effective. Now, Allen doesn't just talk about the physical system. He dives into the emotional and mental side of productivity. One of his strongest points is about the open loops. An open loop is anything you've committed to doing that hasn't been resolved or captured. These loops eat at your attention. Every time you remember something you forgot, you lose energy. The Getting Things Done method is designed to close those loops and create what Allen calls a mind like water. That's a calm state of readiness, like a lake that responds appropriately to a pebble. It ripples, then settles. That's the goal. In real life, this means being able to focus on what you're doing without the nagging feeling that you're forgetting something. It means being fully present because everything else is in its place. That's the promise of this system. Not just getting more done, but living with less stress. There's also the natural planning model. This is how your mind already works when it's relaxed. First, you identify your purpose. Then, envision the outcome, brainstorm ideas, organize them, and finally, decide on next actions. Most people jump straight to step 5, skipping clarity and creativity. Alan teaches you to engage the full power of your brain by letting it move through each stage intentionally. To make this work in the long run, Alan recommends setting up 5 key lists: the inbox for raw ideas and tasks, the next actions list for all your immediate steps, the projects list for multi-step outcomes, the waiting for list for things others owe you, and the someday maybe list for dreams and ideas you're not ready to act on yet. This structure clears your head and gives you total control. You might wonder, what if everything feels urgent? That's where Alan's system helps you prioritize based on context, time available, energy level, and importance. You stop reacting to what screams the loudest and start responding to what matters most. Productivity becomes proactive, not reactive. Alan's methods are used by CEOs, creatives, teachers, and parents around the world. It's flexible enough to use digitally or on paper. You can customize it to your tools and your workflow. The core doesn't change. Capture everything, clarify the next steps, organize them, review regularly, and engage with confidence. Now let's take a look at 5 of the most important takeaways from the book and how you can start using them today. First, start capturing everything. Don't trust your memory. Use your phone, a notepad, or an app. Every thought, task, or reminder should go into your system. Do this for 2 days, and you'll be amazed at how much clearer your mind becomes. Second, define the next action. Instead of thinking, I need to get healthier, decide what the next physical step is. Buy vegetables today, or schedule a gym visit. This breaks big ideas into manageable actions. Third, apply the 2-minute rule. If something takes less than 2 minutes, do it right away. This keeps your to-do list light and builds a rhythm of productivity. Fourth, do a weekly review. Set aside 30 minutes each week to look at all your lists. Update, clean, and reset. This habit will keep you aligned and prevent overwhelm from creeping back in. Fifth, create context-based lists. Don't lump everything together. Make separate lists for tasks you can do at home, at work, while on your phone, or while running errands. This helps you get more done wherever you are, without having to overthink. If you've made it this far, you now have the core tools of David Allen's Getting Things Done. You understand that productivity isn't about doing more. It's about freeing up your mind to do what matters. The book gives you a system, but the power is in using it. Start small. Build trust with yourself. Your mind will thank you. And when you feel calm, focused, and in control, you'll understand why this book has helped millions. If you've made it to the end of this audiobook summary, it means you're serious about taking action in your life. The full audiobook is linked in the description below if you want to dive even deeper. Like and subscribe to Audiobook Focus for more summaries just like this one. And if you're still here, comment "Mind Like Water" in the comments to let me know you listened all the way through. I'll do my best to like and respond to every single one. Until next time.